Hi fellow Warframe users, and welcome to my channel. This is a guide created for those just starting the second Dream Quest, released on PC in Update 18, and for those looking ahead on console. At the time of writing this guide, Diaz stated that the 5 focus ways are subject to change, and that they're effectively in working beta. As a result, this guide may change later on. So diving into focus itself, what is it? For the time being, consider it a way to bring in extra power and abilities to whatever frame you are playing. Originally devised as a way for players to gain general proficiency beyond the leveling of individual weapons and warframes, it's very much intended as an endgame goal to level. While any player can eventually unlock any tree and level it, the first way you choose is important, as until you obtain a lens in a different way, it will be the only one that you can level and the only one with an unlocked power to start. Note that while lenses for the time being are rare, they do drop fairly frequently in sorties, so expect to earn a lot of them over time as you complete more. As grounding for understanding each of the 5 ways, they are all based on one of the 5 traditional Chinese elements. Madurai is fire, Vazarin is water, Zurich is metal, and Nerimon is wood, and Nuru is earth. With that in mind, each power brings something different to the table along their elemental theme. For Madurai, that means damage. As first unlocked, it gives you a laser beam that you can shoot and direct at enemies on a cooldown. And as you progress, you can make that beam split into 3 to shoot more enemies, create a trail of fire, or even call down a meteor. Its passives include boost to impact, puncture, and slash damage, at about 12% at the base level. For Vazarin, that means healing, protection, and revives. As first unlocked, it gives you an AoE healing pulse on a short area that can heal allies on a cooldown. And as you progress, this healing pulse can be modified to provide a protective ward, restore shields, and even revive allies when cast. Its passives include a range boost to gain affinity, damage reflection, and the ability to revive allies instantly a number of times per mission. For Zurich, that means energy generation and speed. As first unlocked, it gives you Void Pulse, which suspends enemies in the air helplessly a la Bastille when in frontal field. And as you progress, your Void Pulse can be expanded to reveal enemies through walls, create an energy replenishing field, a damaging field, or make an enemy attract bullets to them a la Mag's Bullet Attractor. Void Pulse can also be modified to increase your speed and the speed of your allies. Its passives include energy regeneration and power efficiency, and energy regeneration for allies on picking up energy orbs. For Nerimon, that means invisibility, critical damage, disarmament, and confusion. Think of it like a mix between Loki and Ash. As first unlocked, it gives you Mind Spike, which confuses enemies in a frontal wave on a cooldown. And as you progress, you can empower your Mind Spike to disarm enemies, open them up to finishers, and give allies invisibility and higher crit chance in melee. Its passives include increased critical chance in melee, increased affinity from melee kills, and invisibility on inflicting critical damage with melee weapons. For Nuru, that means petrification and armor. As first unlocked, it gives you Basilisk Flare, which slowly petrifies enemies in front of you on a cooldown. And as you progress, you can make enemies petrified by Basilisk Flare take damage, additional damage, and reduced armor, while increasing the armor of your allies. Its passives include bonus armor for your Warframe, and a petrification chance and armor reduction when striking in melee. So now that we've gone over all the trees, it comes down to choosing what initial path is right for you. If you're looking to farm affinity, syndicate rep, or focus, using stealth kills, then Nerimon is right for you. If you're looking to provide a support role on frames other than Trinity, or to complement her toolkit with fast revives, then Vazarin is right for you. If you're looking to speedrun, or want to play a caster frame, or just make your abilities cheaper, then Zurich is right for you. If you're looking for a power that lets you stop enemies in place while waiting on a pad on a raid, or up your armor to last longer, then Nuru is right for you. Note that Nuru is most beneficial to frames with high armor, such as Valkyr or Chroma, and against enemies that have high armor as well. If you're looking to directly boost the damage of your non-elemental weapons, or just shoot a laser around for a bit, then Madurai is right for you. Note that while having a beam to shoot enemies with is fun, the damage it does is really low, and worst of all is affected by diminishing returns when fighting against sentients. Hopefully this last part will change. If it were to boost the damage of your allies, or boost elemental damage as well, then maybe it would be of more use. Before I had access to images of the tree, I myself chose Madurai, and despite its weaknesses, I don't consider it the end of the world. If I were to pick again, I would actually choose Nerimon, simply because its affinity boost for melee kills would make farming for the other paths that much faster when combined with stealth runs. So which did you choose? How good or bad do you think each path is right now, and how could they be improved? Let me know in the comments, and please subscribe to my channel if you can. It would really help me out. Thanks, operators. And thanks to Reddit user Bad Cookies for compiling the trees for viewing on the first day.